Hey folks, how's everyone doing? I'm talking to you today, and I know it's no different to you, but I'm off on holiday next week. No, I'm off on holiday now, because this goes out on the Wednesday that I'm away. So I kind of didn't want to miss a Waffle Wednesday for you, so I've pre-recorded this. When is it? I pre-recorded this at the weekend prior to me going away. So I just wanted to catch up with you briefly. And again, it's no different to you. I don't even know why I'm even trying to explain the fact that I'm pre-recording it or not, because it's going to go up on the Wednesday. But just to let you know, when you're watching this, I will be in Malta, sunning myself by the pool, if there's going to be any sun. And I've also got to think about getting a project out to you as well on the Friday. So hopefully I can get that done. Again, you know, we can get a project up for you this Friday, and I'm still away. Hope everyone is well, and I'm pleased to say that the giveaway seems to be rolling quite well. It's been a lot of people that have entered. Apparently 3 people don't seem to like giveaways. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you know that I've got a few mugs in with the face on the front there and the Keep Calm Waffle On the back. I thought that was quite cool. I've got a few of these made up and I've stuck them on my website, with a couple of t-shirts as well. I haven't got many, so there's your black one, which is quite cool, and then you got the front with the Keep Calm Waffle On. I thought that was quite funny. And then you've got the yellow one. Sorry, the sun is beaming in today, which is quite nice. And you've got the yellow one as well, which is quite smart. And then inside the labels are NZ Woodturning labels, eh? I say I haven't got that many, so if you wanted to grab one, they're on my website now, and I'll get them out to you. Same with the mugs. I've just got a few in all sizes and for men and women, but yeah, it's not something I'm going to probably produce all the time. I've just got a few, just because I thought it might be quite nice for a few of you might want to pick a couple of them up, just for fun, really. They're up already on the site, and if you want to head on over there, you might be able to grab a few before they come out of stock. Quite expensive when you're only buying a couple. Wanted to show you these. This was a little present that Heath gave me, Heath Knuckles, when I went to the Atlanta show. He's made these little key rings. I don't know how many he's made, but they're pretty cool, pretty neat. I'm not too sure if he's selling them or not, but I know he gave a lot of them away at the show. So I just thought I'd show you all that. Everyone knows Heath Knuckles, right? Yeah, he's a good lad, and we had a good chat at the show. So link below for his channel again. Heath, that's another shout out I've just given you. But these are pretty cool. I just thought I'd mention that, really. And there's my Spider-Man on my set of keys. See, look, I love Lego. I've even got a Spider-Man with me on my keys. Yeah, so I was going to show you my sander actually today. My sander. Let's take you over there. So this is a record power sander. Now I've upgraded recently. I did have the BDS 150. Now that was a pretty cool sander, and it's really cost effective. But I've sort of moved up a level now, and I've got the BDS 250. You don't have to get it on the stand, but I decided to get the stand with it. But this is a pretty neat bit of kit. You can stand it upright as well, so this moves up, and you can stand it, and you can sort of sand upright if you want. I normally have it here, and what happens is all the dust and stuff goes straight into my little extraction system that I've got here built all the way round, up, and gone into next door where the dust extractor is. So that's pretty good, and I just wanted to show you the sander, really, because it is a pretty neat bit of kit. It's quite handy. I use this pretty much every project. Well, yeah, every project I use this machine. It's got the safety nozzle thing here, and you've got this big sanding disc here. I know there's not much to it, but I just wanted to show you it because it's a really great sander. It's a record power one, and they sell these on their site. I'll leave a link down below for you to check it out. But if you're looking for a sander and a really good reliable one, then the record power is a really great machine. So I would definitely check that out. As we go through our Waffle Wednesdays, I want to make it a little bit more interesting for you. And yes, I'm still going to continue to waffle, but you know, I want to sort of make it a little bit more relevant as well for, you know, the viewers that are interested in woodworking and wood turning, because that's my goal, is to get you guys, you know, into making things. It doesn't necessarily have to be wood or wood turning, but if you're making stuff, then it's pretty cool. Once you get into being a maker, then I think you'll really understand where I'm coming from. But and I know that there's a lot of you that watch the channel that are interested in making things, and you know, a lot of people that want to do wood turning and woodworking. So what else can I show you in my shop? I also wanted to just show you a bit about my carbide tips. Someone's asked me, one of you guys have asked me to show you about the carbide tips and how to sharpen them and things. Now, although this might be a fairly simple process for a lot of you, there is probably a lot of people out there that, just like me when I first started, how do you sharpen these carbide tips? Had no idea whatsoever. I'm just going to show you and give you a little tip, no pun intended. So you've got the round carbide tips. Now these come in sort of a larger size like this. You can get a smaller size as well. And then you've got the square carbide tips, and then numbered on each corner, so that you can, what you would do is the numbers are for knowing where, well, so you can flip these around basically. So once you've kind of used this tip up, you can turn it around to number 2, and then you've done that one, and turn it around to number 3, etc, etc. And then once you've done all 4 of them, then you can sharpen her up. You've got the diamond one as well for making like the lines in your work. The process is the same for sharpening all of these blades. Now you want one of these. This is like a steel sort of sharpening plate. I think that's the correct name. I'm not sure the exact name, but if you type into the internet carbide sharpening steel plate, this kind of comes up really anyway, so you can't really go wrong. I've found that this is the best thing to use. There may be other ways to sharpen the carbide tools, but I'm pretty confident that this is the best way. So what I do with this is I've got myself here some this lapping fluid. Almost run out. There's your plate, and then you've got a bit of lapping fluid here. So I would just pop a little bit on here, just a little drop, that's fine. And then all you do is you just make a figure of 8, push down on the and then on the carbide tip, and then you can just do the 8 figure. You can see it's starting to get, the lapping fluid starting to get darker now. See, it's getting darker, and that means you're sharpening the blade up. And that, just keep doing that. If I get bored with the 8, I kind of just mess around a little bit. Figure of 8 is what you want to do. Like that, and keep going. Right, there we go. And that's it. This carbide tip is sharp. Now sometimes they do get damaged. I don't know if you can see that there. This one's been damaged by probably me making the peg pot at that time or something else. So there's not a lot you can do about that as far as I'm aware. But the rest of this is fine. So around here is fine. So when you put it in, you know, this area is okay to use. That's fine, and that's quite nice and sharp, that. So that's all I do. That's it really. I do that with all these tips, with the square tip and with the diamond tip. Nice and easy. So there's how I sharpen my carbide tools, and I know that a few people have asked me how to do that. And you know, it may seem simple enough, but you know, I had to ask fellow woodworkers how to sharpen tips, and guess what? Before I knew, I was chucking the tips out and buying new ones. You know, and I bet there's many people that do that are unaware that you can sharpen them, or possibly know that they could be sharpened. But yeah, they can be, just like any other tool. Now, I've got quite used to sharpening some of my tools now, so as time goes on over the next few weeks, I will bring you to my Robert Sorbet Pro Edge, and I'll show you how to sharpen a couple of bits and pieces on there that I've learned how to do. I'm fairly confident now that I'm doing it okay. Again, I'm not a professional, but this is the way I do it, and it seems to work out quite well. And also I can show you a little bit of an added bonus on sharpening your tools and trying to bring them up to kind of looking brand new again. So we'll do that again we'll do that for you on another Waffle Wednesday. So there we go. I hope that was interesting for you. Wow, it is bright out there today. So I've got lots of things to show you in the shop and talk to you about in the shop, but I don't want to do it all at once. Wow. I don't want to do it all at once because I think, you know, that would be boring. So I can go through lots of bits and pieces with you as time goes on. What I do want to talk to you about is the Atlanta Woodworking Show again. Now, I know I've gone on a little bit about it, but I really do think it's quite important that, you know, if you're into crafts, arts, woodworking, wood turning, or, you know, anything creative or making things, or like, you know, watching people make stuff, then try and get yourself to one of these shows. They are really quite interesting to go to, and it's certainly opened my eyes up to what these types of shows are about. There's a lot of shows around. Now, as you know, there was a Yandles one, which I've just been to as well, and I might have some footage for you of that coming up in one of my videos. There's one in November in the UK in Harrogate, I believe. Then obviously we've got the UKIS one, which is in Coventry. That's a weekend thing. There's loads of them, and if you do a search, there's quite a lot around the world. So I know you can't get yourself to all of them, but you know, I definitely would recommend trying to get to, you know, 1 or 2 shows if you can do. You know, they're fairly cheap to get into. You know, some of them more cost effective than others, but, and I know sometimes distance is always a bit prohibited in some sense, trying to travel that far to get to them, but normally you could find some in your own area. But I just think that they're really worthwhile going to, you know, and they're good fun. You meet a lot of people there, interesting people, and you get some good ideas, which is what we all like, right? New ideas, different ideas, great ideas. So I think that's it for today, and thanks very much for joining me for another Waffle Wednesday, and hopefully if I'm lucky enough I would have already done a project video for you as well, which will be coming up this Friday. If for any unknown reason you don't see any videos pop up on a Friday, then you know why, and that's because I haven't managed to get round to it and I'm still away on holiday. But I really do want to try to make big efforts for this channel. I'm really quite inspired by the amount of messages that I've received and receiving of people that want to get into making, wood turning, woodworking, and that really does spur me on. It really does. You know, it really helps me want to make more things for you, give you more ideas of what to do, what can be done. And also, just recently I've managed to get my little boy into woodworking as well, and he's opened up his own little channel, and that channel is below, and it's called Charlie the Maker. I really would appreciate it if you could pop on over there and give him a little sub. Some of the things I'm helping him do, obviously for obvious reasons, and other things he's going to try and make himself, but he wants to make stuff. And I think that's the important thing, is that a young kid has been inspired by watching me do things, and also going to the shows with me, and I've managed to drag him out of his bedroom where this day and age everyone plays a lot of games and either got all the iPads and everything else, which are, you know, great, not knocking them, but I just really would like to encourage the younger generation into, you know, making things, whether that's woodworking or anything really, but getting out, using your hands, you know, to make stuff. So he started that channel up, and he's got, I think, probably a couple of videos up already. So any help and support he can get, he would really love you guys to join him on his channel. And go easy on him though. He's just getting into doing, you know, YouTubing and things like that. So any support that you guys can give him, please check him out. As I say, there is a link to his channel below. It's called Charlie the Maker. So thanks very much for joining me, and I hope everyone is well. Keep the messages coming. Sorry if I haven't replied to your message yet. I'm trying to get through messages. They're coming in thick and fast, as you know, with YouTube and messages. They are quite hard to keep up on, but I am trying, so please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I do read the messages as they come through. It's just having to reply back to them, and I don't just want to put a boring thanks on a reply, although, you know, sometimes I do, but I'd like to, you know, interact with you a bit more, so that's why these messages, the replies, take a little bit longer. So trying to reply back a little bit more in depth on, you know, hundreds of messages is quite time consuming. But I will come back to you if I haven't done already. So sorry if I've missed you out at the moment, but I am trying my best to get back to everyone. So thanks very much. Hope I didn't waffle too long. Hopefully you found a couple of things that you're interested in today and listening to. And I'd love for you to continue to join me on the channel. Thanks very much for all my new subscribers and all my old ones. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help to build the channel and get more people coming over and watching me make stuff. And hopefully I can get a few more people into woodworking and making. So, take care everyone, and I shall see you on Friday. Cheers, bye-bye.